How you doing, everybody? God bless. It's Pastor Vince here, your pastor. Amen. Church family, I've just been thinking about what's been going on here the last couple of days with Charlie Kirk yesterday and today, 9/11. I just think it's so important that we, reflect on what's happening and how does it affect you. We see a modern day martyr, I guess you could say, in our day, somebody that was killed for their faith. And I don't know if you've seen the video on social media. Charlie Kirk even said, what the guy asked him, what do you want to be remembered for? And he said, I want to be remembered for my faith and being courageous, having courage. And, I think that's something to think about, as a believer. What kind of legacy are you leaving behind, church family? How are you living? Are you living for this world or are you living for the kingdom? Something to think about. I was even looking at my devotionals. I still have the same devotional from the year I bought it in 2001, and I was looking at September 11th, World Trade Towers in New York, plane crash, 7:30 in the morning, and I had a brother that called me from the church, woke me up, and we got up and put the TV on and saw the towers. Man, just a lot going on right now, church, and I think it's something to glean from. Let it launch you forward because, like Charlie Kirk said, we're at a turning point. That was the name of his nonprofit, Turning Point. And I think the church is at a turning point. And I may talk a little bit about it on Sunday also, church, because we need to wake up in the United States. And it takes something like this to wake us up. And even the young people are waking up to the gospel of Jesus Christ. I looked at all the universities and heard a lot of his talks and what he did in these universities, and it was powerful. Loved on people, didn't agree with everything that people said, of course not. But he was kind, and there were things that were said to him, mockings and just dislikes. But the guy kept preaching, the guy kept talking, the guy kept encouraging, even himself in the Lord. And these next 2 days, I think it's so important, church, that you just let it resonate with you as to what are you doing for the Lord, and what you're doing, is it working? Um, because we got to leave an imprint here in the earth before we leave. It should be your prayer, Lord, don't take me until I fulfill what you've called me to fulfill. That should be your cry. You're called to do certain things, then ask the Lord that you could fulfill them. And then take me. Then it's time to go, Lord. But right now,